Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a weekly hard stratagem number 35 in Space Marine 2. Now, this week's hard strat is incredibly toxic. We once again have the return of the Myopia Reliquary, so the battlefield conditions here are point blank, range damage at ranges less than 10 meters is increased by 75%, and Myopia. Range damage at ranges greater than 10 meters is reduced by 75%, and press the attack. Not performing a finisher for 20 seconds will start draining your health down to 30%, but finishers will restore health. So Myopia is the big negative one here. Losing 75% damage against the Heldrake absolutely sucks, so to circumvent that, we're just going to be taking a Pyre Blaster Auspex Plasma build on the Tactical class, because Auspex Scan kind of helps out by like mitigating the damage lost a little bit, but for the most part, you will have to work with your teammates to actually hit the icons on this one, because the icons themselves, they will still do damage to the boss at the end of this mission, so just keep that in mind. Or you can even take a Power Fist, because the ranged attack there will also hit the boss, but that one's a little bit trickier for most players, and also we don't have any damage buffs from melee here, so like not as good as it could be on some other ones. Now, press the attack is a pretty annoying modifier sometimes, but you gotta keep in mind that press the attack will give you HP off of any finisher. That includes gun strikes, that includes executes on like grabs and stuff like that, or a gun strike execute as well. And this works for any enemy in the game, including Minoris, Majoris, Extremis, and also the Terminus. And you will get HP accordingly, because the amount of HP you actually restore here is dependent on like the enemy you actually execute and like what level they are. And on top of that, I also want to mention that because you are able to heal your HP off of press the attack, if you find a single stim in this mission, you can just wait a little bit, get your HP back after you go down, and then just use it to like revive yourself from a mortal wound without wasting that extra stim. So just keep that in mind as well, and I think those are the major benefits here. Now, I also took a Pyre Blaster because the burn damage on this mission is not affected by the Myopia perk at all, so it's kind of all upside, and I'm going to build around that today with a Pyre Blaster here we're going to show now. Now, Argent Edge might be the best fencing weapon in the game currently, mainly because of the heroic perk effect here called Scathing Retort. The riposte window is shorter, but each riposte deals damage. What this does is it gives you damage on every parry with like a parry window that feels equivalent to a block parry window, but on top of that, every single parry you perform with this weapon will stagger an enemy and grant an opportunity for a gun strike. That is an incredibly powerful tool in this game, mainly because enemies like melee Terminators, Raveners, Lictors, they have many combos that will permanently lock you down in a boss fight and stuff like that. And being able to perfect parry them and stun them automatically, that is just such a useful option to keep you alive, that I really do think it's like one of the best weapons in all of Space Marine 2 currently. Now, for the primary I take on this, I do take the Pyre Blaster, mainly because the Pyre Blaster is a god tier boss melting tool. The Pyre Blaster, since patch 10, has been a top tier weapon. It is no different in patch 12.0, and the version we're using today is the Venting Speed version, because this class really does not suffer from ammo economy. Now, for the perk tree on this, I do take the perk here, Improved Fast Venting first, moving here into the perk Eternal Flame. Burning time increases by 25%. Burn damage is pretty much all that matters on the Pyre Blaster, because burn damage will scale up with difficulty, so the more burn, the better. Next perk here is Potent Flame for even more burn damage. Into the perk here, Flame of Ascension. Burning 5 enemies restores 1 armor segment. The cooldown is 30 seconds. This is an incredible source of armor restore in Space Marine 2, mainly because getting this back on burning enemies is super easy to pull off. It is not hard at all in this game to just like put your Pyre Blaster in an enemy's face, burn 5 Minoris in front of you, and just trigger this off cooldown every time. Next perk here is Potent Flame, going down here into the perk Flash Burn, and then we go into the perk here Increased Capacity, and the final perk Flame of Purification. Burning enemies take 20% more melee damage. This will actually apply a debuff to the enemy that affects your entire team, so really good for assault synergy and stuff like that. And assault and tactical, already a god tier combo, but this just makes it even better. Now, the final weapon here is the secondary plasma pistol. Rate of fire plasma is amazing on this build as well, mainly because it has great CHP recovery, great stagger, and great damage, and CHP recovery is like the only thing the Pyre Blaster in this game lacks. So having that in your secondary is a really great option. And for the perk tree, I do build all ammo economy perks, because you are pretty ammo hungry on this thing, even on tacticals. Now, the final weapon we'll talk about here is our perk tree for Argent Edge. Now, this combat knife has an 18 strength, 3+ speed, and 1 cleaving potential with a defense type fencing. Now, the 18 strength here is pretty nice, but for the most part, I do use this for like Minora's killing and Majora's killing, so I don't really build into things like Shadow Stab as much for boss slaying or Terminus Slayer. So I just go down the bottom tree first with Perpetual Strength into the Perkinetic Energy, then I pick up Perpetual Strength and Perpetual Strength again for a 10% melee damage increase, and then I grab the perk here, Heavy Onslaught, for 15% more melee damage, and then I grab the perk here, Reeling Blow, up in the Tide of Battle, and Shoulder Bash. Now, Shoulder Bash just replaces your lunging attack. I think the Shoulder Bash is much better than the base one. If you don't want this, you want to like skip over this for the Shadow Stab perk instead, you can definitely do that. That is up to you, but I'm just taking this one today. Final perk here is Extremis Slayer for a 15% bonus damage against Extremis, and that's pretty much all there is for the perk tree. Now for the perk tree here, I do take the perk Plasma Boost first. When plasma weapons are 30% overheated, their damage increases by 40%, and their charge shots use 1 less energy. This perk is an incredible value perk for not only damage, but also ammo efficiency, and I pretty much always pick this up when I'm taking a Plasma Pistol and the Pyro Blaster, because the Pyro Blaster really does not benefit from perks like Balance Distribution or Crack and Penetrate rounds at all, so taking this, kind of a no-brainer for a secondary. Next perk here is Versatility. After switching weapons, your secondary weapon does 25% more damage, and the effect lasts until reloading or switching back to your primary weapon. Now, on the Plasma Pistol, you don't have to reload at all, so you are just getting the full damage buff the entire time on top of Plasma Boost. This will basically send your damage on your secondary into orbit, though I will say if you want to take Relentless Pursuit instead for like a flat 25% range damage increase on a gun strike for 10 seconds, this is also pretty good because Argent Edge does give you a gun strike every single parry opportunity, but if you don't want to take that, you can take this too. Next perk here is Emperor's Vengeance. Killing a Majora's level or higher enemy restores your Pyro Princess ammo by 1 magazine. Cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity. The cooldown is 30 seconds. This perk just solves your ammo economy. Pretty much always take this on a Pyro Blaster. You will run out of ammo without this thing, so I would say on this build especially, this one is pretty much mandatory. Next perk here is Secure Stockpile. Equip a charge by 1 for all team members. Cooldown is 60 seconds. This is still the best team perk in the entire game. A 60-second Melt-A-Bomb, Crack Grenade, Shock Grenade, Frag. These will just solve entire runs for you, especially in the operations and hard strats where like the boss spawns only put out like a few Extremis on you. Really powerful perk. Pretty much always grab it on like an ultimate meta build. Next perk here is Vital Data. Scanning Extremis or Terminus level enemies restores your Auspex scan charge by 50%. This just gives you more Auspexes versus enemies you want them against the most, which are, of course, Extremis and Terminus. A very high value perk, though I will say if you want to take priority targeting, you definitely can. And the perk down here, Target Lock, is not awful, but these two are definitely better. Next perk here is Precise Calibration. Enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 75% damage, but the Auspex scan's radius is reduced by 25%. Now, on a Pyro Blaster build, your burn damage will go up with an Auspex scan, so if you light an enemy on fire, and you put down a Precise Calibration and Concentrate Fire Auspex, you will just absolutely cook the boss. It's one of the best boss killing combos in the entire game, and that's on your own. If you bring teammates on top of that, the bosses just evaporate, so definitely pick this combo up here, and the most important perk I would say is this one. Concentrated Fire, Auspex scan zone lasts 60% longer, and enemies marked by Auspex scan take an additional 120% damage, but they lose a mark when they leave the scanned area. This is just such a high value perk on the Auspex scan that when you put these two together, they're already pretty good, but even on its own, it is a very powerful option. Mainly because losing the mark when they leave the scanned area, that's not a huge downside at all, because most of the enemies that you want to kill in this game, like bosses, they're gigantic and fat. You'll be able to just shoot down Auspex on the floor, and they will almost always run into it, and half the time a Carnifex will like ram into a wall, a Hellbrute will slam its hammer, or a Neurotherp will shout. It'll be really easy to put one on them for that. So really great perk combo. I pretty much always pick this up. I will say if you really want to take battle focus for like Auspex on parry, this is also a good option. I just prefer this one. Final perk here is Radiating Impact. A melee finisher additionally deals significant AoE damage in a 10 meter radius. Cooldown is 90 seconds. I talk about this perk all the time because this perk simply overperforms. It will absolutely save your life in operations and hard strats. There are many times in this game where a boss will just jump you with like an entire Majora's pack, and getting one execute means wiping out that pack entirely pretty much. Really god tier perk. Pretty much always grab this. Now for my prestige perk selection, I still take Acuity first. For whatever reason, this will trigger on the Pyro Blaster, so it is nice to have. Next perk here, Skill Supplier and Reserve increases by 15%. Pretty self-explanatory here too, and the final two perks I take are Resilience for 40% more HP on stims, and Fortitude for a health increase of 15%. Because this is like the only survivability perk on Tactical anyway, so definitely grab this, and having better stim economy here does help you out a lot. Definitely more than you would actually think. Really underrated perk here, if I'm being honest. And that's pretty much all there is For the Pyroblast build, guys, this is still probably the strongest build, or one of the strongest builds for tactical in the entire game. Pyroblast is an S tier weapon. It is just that damn good on both Chaos and Tyranids, and it is really hard to go wrong with this thing because it just overperforms all the time. And my final thoughts, and that is pretty much everything for weekly hard stratagem number 35. Now, some final things I want to say here is be patient at the end of this mission. It does take a while, but you know, if you rush it, you will probably die to Chaos Spawn or like Missile Terminators and stuff like that. So if it takes you a couple attempts, that definitely sucks because Reliquary takes forever. But as far as this mission is concerned, it's not too bad as long as you use your Auspex properly. So hopefully this all helped you, and I'm going to get into the actual gameplay portion. But if you like content like this, subscribe for more. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye. Alrighty guys, first regardsman here on the map for Point Blank, Myopia, impress the attack on Reliquary. Now, this is a modifier combo I would refer to as incredibly fucking toxic, but that being said, it's not too bad to press the attack because despite lowering your HP, getting HP back for every Majora skill, that does make it a lot easier to live in a lot of cases, because the big problem with this map is that you kind of get attritioned at the end in a lot of cases. So, the give and take here. Alright, we're just gonna beat you. Use the rainbow. Well, you know, the solid blue rainbow. Anyways, we're gonna go into the first boss spawn trigger's gone, but we're gonna go inside. See if you get a boss spawn trigger there. Now, Reliquary is a, I don't know, how would I put this? A hated, collectively hated map by most of the community. And it really is because of that Idiocracy finale.
No. Thank you. My brothers alive is the
I will say, if you want to take a Pyroblast build to the end of this one, you definitely can, because the Pyroblast will, not the Pyroblast, the Power Fist will be able to kill the Heldrake with the charge attack, but that's a lot harder for most people to do, so for that reason, we do this. That's the Terminator gun. Now, the power of the Pyroblast and Auspex is great, but not without limit, because unfortunately, even with an Auspex down on this, our damage against the Heldrake in the finale is really only going to go back to normal for like a Plasma Pistol. Maybe a little bit above, but that is why attack is so useful, because you genuinely do jack shit to these guys for the Heldrake at the finale without this. Or melee weapon. Okay.
Extermination has come for this mutant.
console holds no charge. We need a new power source. The twin servitors may have a replacement.
A malformed abomination comes towards us, brothers.
Wait, a relic? Okay, now we're cooking.
It is renewal given form.
Just purge these guys. Man, Argent Edge really is just that knife, huh? The Emperor decides to actually attack us. So on the note of some other Space Marine 2 news that is coming out, I do want to say that we are getting an updated roadmap and community update this week. We don't know exactly the date, but it's probably going to be like today or tomorrow. Usually they don't release the community updates on a Friday, and they don't work on weekends. So definitely expect that on a weekday. Also, there aren't exactly that many days left in this month anyways. And Warhammer Skulls is also coming back. I dare they interrupt my yap. Perish.
The heretic lies defeated. Apostate Terminator burned.
Stop searching.
This first portion of Reliquary is quite the slog, though, to be honest, which portion of Reliquary isn't a slog? This is where the Pyroblaster overperforms. Easy peasy. Ow.
Keep searching. Fusion core on this one is defunct.
They're perfect.
Blasphemers approach. Cleanse the air of their revolting stink.
I have sourced a replacement.
Traitor tasted the Imperials.
The sooner we get through this portion, the better. Now, there is a potential Hellbrute spawn in, like, every little section on this map, but we're in this first section here. And I much prefer that to the bridge portion. The bridge portion can be a little annoying with Hellbrutes, but this one's not too bad. Though, oftentimes, I find that this map does not like to give a boss spawn in the first place. Which is a little lame, in my opinion. You know, I do wish the hard strats and absolute difficulty guaranteed boss spawns, because if you're playing a hard difficulty, it's kind of the whole point, right? That'd be like removing boss spawns from Siege mode, where like, alright, well now we're just fighting a bunch of regular-ass dudes. That's not why you play Space Marine 2. Like, maybe it is, but that's probably not why you play hard strats for absolute. Alright, let's just repair this.
It is working. Excellent work, brothers.
The ammo cache.
Glory to the Old Messiah. Import request. Grant us egress through this door. Consecration seals in place.
And a sim, okay. We're gonna be able
Breach
to
of
build this
seals
point.
granted only in the event of reinterment. Authorization necessary. I, Captain Akaran, authorize the reinterment of the honored dead off-world. Authorization confirmed. Captain Akaran. Dispatching attendants to locate the remains. Here to serve. Follow, Minister.
Alright, hopefully we get like a Hellbrute here. Would be the easiest.
the glory Magnus promised you.
To be remembered in death is the reward of a life well spent. Scanning sarcophagus. These bones continue to rest. Scanning elsewhere.
Take your rightful place at the end of my blade lineage. The roots of occult heresies scatter before us.
Only in death does a faithful servant find rest.
The Pyroblast really does just always overperform.
No remains to be transferred. Proceeding on.
Okay, get them done. Now, despite the bridge portion and finale being quite tedious, this section and the finale, they definitely feel the longest out of the two. Or out of the three, excuse me. Bridge portion you kind of just run through, which we probably will do, because I don't really feel like fighting a gazillion enemies on the bridge, but we'll see. Depends if we get a boss or not. Let's go. Grab the armor. Now, when your HP starts dropping from press the attack, you will lose your armor first, and then you'll lose your HP. So, you know, if you want to kill a guy, you're not going to lose your HP immediately. And also, you will recover HP off of every single enemy. It is proportional to, like, the type of enemy. Though Minoris won't give you as much as Majoris, like Extremis and Terminus, but it's still pretty substantial.
Scanning casket now. Remains overdue for reconsecration and reburial.
Access rights granted by Captain Agaran. Consecration seals unbound. The way opens. Now those doors open. Return to the console.
Ah, yes, the Zangor is my favorite.
Auspex primed.
Actually, just gave me all Zangors, okay. Surprised to be sure, but an unwelcome one.
Rest well, honored dead. We will not be joining you just yet.
The taint of the wolf enfeebles them. Behold, the true
Hello.
heresy. There is little benefit. hesitate in fulfilling his will.
Like how both of my bots look way cooler than me. I took the Malin Kato outfit though. We're not rocking Malin Kato at the moment with the Bolt Carbine. But I gotta say, you know, Deathwatch cosmetics, they are coming out with more eventually, so I am looking forward to that. Oh, that's actually like a clutch banner from the bot.
Brace for balefire! I not want to feel that creature's burn!
We're just gonna move through.
Cast your attention to the Zangor Spearman.
The draconic beast swoops at us! Take cover! Brace
Oh, that may be a little ambitious. Oh no, we're okay. Oh. Now it's feel a little more ambitious.
More to come, then they too will emerge.
Not the kindest drop of guys in front of me, can't lie.
Ready to scan. The abomination is known.
Oh, this is convenient. A nice little like murder spot.
Do not let that one conjure reinforcements.
Oh, this
Suspects engaged. The arch enemy makes shelter annihilation. Roots of occult heresy scatter before us.
When in doubt, just keep purging.
You traitorous scum do not deserve worse.
There should be a guaranteed stim down here too, so I'll check for that real quick. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I mean, that wasn't too bad. I mean, it looked a lot worse than it was. Now, I wasn't expecting to get, like, 2 Terminators just, like, camping down there for me. But, you know, occasionally Zinch's master plan is pretty good.
Ready to reveal our foes. The heretic lies defeated.
Okay. I guess we're not going to boss spawn today unless someone wants to send one up here.
Heretics.
Let us get on with the mission.
Purge with right.
I mean, even if we get a boss spawn, we have 2 stims, we have bots with us, which guaranteed res us, which means we can clear our contested health with the 2 stims, or excuse me, our health bar to get back from Mortal Wound. And we can go down again, bots will get us up, and we can go down again, and the relic will function. So,
The draconic beast swoops
that'll
at
make
us.
this pretty easy.
Any available cover.
I say now. We'll see, because the finale here with fire is always a little obnoxious. Especially when you're randomly taking down HP.
The traitor tasted the Imperial justice.
Expect some heat. Scorch assault! Get down!
Black steel ray.
Oh wow, they just actually bonked me there. Unfortunate. That's what happens when I'm not running Hide and Vigor on this build, so I thought it would have helped me there. We'll do this. Oh, how I say, we'll be fine. But 1 Chaos Spawn. 1 stun. 100% your HP gone on this class. Okay, let's go grab this guy.
Grotesque dead as it was alive. In death we know the spellcaster.
But press the attack will also get your HP back up like this, so, and every stim's a guardian relic pretty much at that point.
mutant! To the darkness we bring fire. We have dispatched the mutant.
I don't want to run across the fiery doom cannon, or the fiery doom avenue. Now, Legend has it they call this one Ass Blaster Avenue. Shit. Alright, I'm getting sick of these fucking Zangors. Dude, honestly, like, fuck these guys. Perish. I see people complain about Chaos Spawn all the time. I think these guys are way worse. You guys float outside your fucking melee range. They will also stagger you into other attacks. Now, if you ever see the old Will Smith movie, what was it? After Earth, where he says every single thing on Earth has evolved to kill humans. Well, in this game, everything about Chaos is designed to make you fucking annoyed. That's how it goes. Those of you who know that movie, that is Lee Hall knowledge, as they say.
Is this the big death that dark gods shall show these heretics who we purgatory?
The Thousand Suns place their accursed beacon in the cathedral.
This sanctum is profaned by dark
Hit the button.
energies. Please perform cleansing rites.
Provide insight.
Saint Lankai's chosen relics radiate a pristine aura.
The pane of glass is aglow with a sigil.
Praise be to the Omnissiah. Interact with corresponding sigil to perform cleanse.
I love watching my HP evaporate.
Success.
Cleansing rites successful. Your deeds will be immortalized in the archives.
Alright, now this portion's probably gonna suck, but Auspex does kind of carry.
That Heldrake's skin is as durable as Wraithbone. But with Saint Lankai's
Back
grace,
here.
we will
I don't even know if
blaze
possibly can
Thursday
armor boost. Oh, okay.
layer by
I'll take it.
layer.
Demon engine countermeasures engaged.
Now the damage of the actual like little relic portions down here, like when you actually hit the beam of Saint Lankai's relic, etc., it will actually deal a bit of damage to the boss, and because of that, that is not nerfed by this strat.
Saint Lankai will improve our tactical efficacy.
That's one.
The symbols are a match.
Two.
Wait until the relics
I can
power
connect the
weakens
dots. Oh, we have a
its
ton of sims here. Okay.
eye. Incoming Heldrake attack. Patience, brothers. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Perform the rite. Render the creature vulnerable. Saint Lankai's relic
He gets almost normal damage. Look at that. Not even close to anything.
Heldrake assault.
It's just too toxic. Wow, speaking of toxic, holy shit. We're not gonna waste anything on this. Let you know if we go down. That should heal us up. I mean, every death's like a full heal anyways, so we'll take it. Except we'll also heal us up there, see. Risk it for the biscuit, as they say. As I say. Alright, let's grab the Yeah, block that immediate there, because we don't want to run out of our secondary energy here. That's pretty fucking important.
That was it, brothers.
Now, you might be thinking these Rubik Marines seem pretty fucking annoying. Well, it's actually a blessing. Let's have to get our HP back. Ow. But you have to keep telling yourself it's actually all a blessing. Alright, the holy little castle here. Lovely.
Wait until the relic's power
Big fan.
weakens its mind. Hold fast, brother. Success. Saint Lancry has taken.
Alright, it ain't great damage. It ain't great, but he is almost at half HP, which is progress. Now imagine if you had teammates with you that could actually do damage to this guy. See? It would all be going perfectly. Fuck. That was robbery. Straight up robbery. Even the bots are picking up toxic traits from players. Speaking of toxic. And enraged Marine. Ah, yes. 1,000,000 damage in my face.
Heldrake strike imminent.
That's one of the other ones right there, so. I'm gonna grab this ammo cast. We need plasma pistol ammo pretty badly. That's like the only thing we're kind of short on here. We're probably gonna run out by the end, but that being said, we can smack these things.
We did it.
If you have 3 teammates with you, you can also just rush these.
Avoid Heldrake assault.
And deal damage that way.
We must slay this hellspawn.
Which one do you do? This is the last one. Up here. Yeah.
We will drop this filled hill with all the
Fuck. So, when you're in an animation like that, you can't actually die, but that probably did like 10 times over my HP.
Hailfire assault.
Like when you're interacting with an object, you can't actually die to shit like that, but you can feel up to like the lowest possible HP. And that Storm Bolter on these guys, the warp one they have, it is one of the most damaging in terms of like actual DPS. Like not per shot, but like the rapid hits quite ridiculous. Okay.
Victory goes to the righteous, not the proud. Prospects ready to scan.
We did it.
Another one. Okay.
Avoid Heldrake assault.
Should be wasting that.
A twisted spear carrier awaits our challenge. Ready the relic.
Success. Say incoming Heldrake attack.
Okay. All chaos spawn. But luckily we can kind of just cook them behind this wall.
Let us unleash Saint Lancry's wrath upon this warp blight.
Heldrake strike imminent.
I would like to get rid of the Zangor. Be nice.
Dead.
Ah, thank you.
Rid yourselves of its repugnant influence.
We must beseech the saints.
For the contribution of your life. Alright, that's... Okay, the next... Oh, that's actually pretty rude. Do that.
Ready to reveal our foes.
Hold fast, brothers.
Alright, and rage 1 is gonna have to go.
Enhanced visuals incoming.
Oh, that may have been a bad choice. I need that odd specs for something else. I.e. the Heldrake. That's okay. And the Rage Roof Marine's also pretty dangerous.
Seek the incandescent symbols, brothers.
Oh, I'm seeking them.
Balefire assault.
Let's grab the skull and then go back over here.
Symbols are a match.
It seeks to cleave us. Ready the relics.
Oh, perfect.
Witness how dark gods abandon their vessels.
The symbols
Nah, we can't really do shit for damage there, so I'm just gonna use the actually risky business for me to tank that.
Weaponry was effective.
Right.
Hold fast, brother.
Reach our bomb over here on him. You know, normally I would use the bomb on the Roof Marine, but
locate the illuminated symbols.
it's also quite important. We start rezzing guys. Okay.
All specs ready to scan. The armory provides. Look to the glass. It seeks to cleave us.
Ow. Oh, actually, what's bad. Alright, the other two should be over here. Yeah. Okay. We should have like one or two more rotations after this, and it's over.
That was it,
Also,
brothers.
I don't even care to deal with that at the moment. We have so much extra HP here.
Heldrake is vulnerable.
If we save Auspex, we should be able to have like one more rotation.
Attack.
Yeah.
Let us unleash Saint Lankai's wrath upon this blight. Perform the ritual in accordance with the glowing sigils. Balefire assault.
Probably gotta actually save that info foot.
The heretic lie. Prospects pride.
Should be enough.
The abomination is
Or just send me a million cultists over here.
Incoming Heldrake attack.
Oh, nice job, Heavy Bot. Holy shit.
the beacon shield of the Heldrake.
Alright, two of them are over here. If the last one's over there, then we can just grab the extra ammo box we left. Okay, I'll just grab this and then we'll go kill that guy. shooting at me.
Terminator! No heretic shall find peace today.
That was it.
I don't want to waste my Auspex because we're needed to guarantee the boss dies. Oh, 1 second here. Go Persian again.
Hailfire assault.
Right.
Look at the
And this
same
should be a
grass.
wrap. They're one of the most annoying weeklies in this game.
Symbols are a match.
Now it's obviously easier with players, but
Save
don't have that.
mankind's relics up.
that is weekly hard strat number 35. So really just bring Auspex. That'd be my suggestion. Take advantage of your stims so you can just overheal. And if you're with teammates, obviously, you'll have an easier time, assuming they aren't fucking up, like the input at the end, with actually getting all those symbols. But hopefully this helps you. You got this far in the walkthrough. And as always, if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and take it easy. I'll look at the score screens, I'm curious of like how much damage we did. But even with a boss there, if you find a boss, just put down your burn, hook the boss, then Auspex them when the burn's on, and you should be fine.